I messed up. I came here last night to the bus station to go for my 10 o'clock bus to find that it had already gone at 8 o'clock. Oops. And it's a mistake that was due to miscommunication, lack of Spanish from my side, lack of English on her side. So basically I never plan on my bus journeys. I usually just turn up at the bus station, but I do have lots of comments from people saying you should plan more. So I did. I turned up at the bus terminal Puerto Madryn to head to Trevelin. 2 days ago I was told by someone in the hostel there was a bus that left roughly about 10 o'clock at night and gave me the name of the bus company. So I turned up, I spoke to the girl behind the counter, and in my best Spanish said I wanted to go on a bus the next day going to Esquel, which is the closest place to where I was going. No problem. She got on the screen and I held up 10 fingers and I went, it goes at 10 o'clock. And she went, see, yes it does. She pointed at the computer at the date for last night and I went, yes, see. She showed me the prices of semi-karma and karma, which is the difference between semi-declined and fully declined. And I thought, let's push the boat out. Let's get fully declined. So I went for karma, 56,000 pesos. She took my passport details because I had my passport on me and everything was hunky-dory. Again, I confirmed 10 fingers, 10 o'clock bus, see, yes. And then I held up 9 fingers and went, I'd be here at 9 o'clock before the bus, see, yes. So all day yesterday in the hostel, I checked out at 10 o'clock. There was a spare room that I could put my bags in to rest and just spent the day just chilling, telling everybody I got the bus tonight at 10 o'clock. Although I had the ticket, I never checked. I am an idiot. I know I am. I did look at the ticket for Esquel to make sure that I'm going to the right place and the date, but I didn't really check the time. So I got here, as I said, 9 o'clock, and I was speaking to a Spanish guy who was saying, oh, where are you going? Esquel. And he just went, the bus is already gone. You've missed it. Really? Really? I was quite lucky that the bus company desk was still open at that time of night, and I said to him, where's the bus? He didn't speak a lot of English, so he did use Google Translate on his computer, and he said, you've missed it. And I explained to him through Google Translate that I was told it was 10 o'clock. And he went, no, if you look at your ticket, there is the time. And basically I said to him, I'm an idiot. So he offered me a ticket for tonight with a 20% discount because he felt sorry for me because I was panicking. He said he would only offer me the discount on semi-karma, semi-reclined, and I said I don't care. But unfortunately I didn't have cash on me. He wouldn't give me the discount with card, so I had to go out and find an ATM. But more importantly, I had to go back to the hostel to find out if they had room for one more night. And they were quite surprised when I turned up, still with my bags, going, aren't you meant to be on a bus going somewhere? I explained to the hostel reception. Again, he felt sorry for me and said, right, I'll give you discount as well for one more night if you can give cash. Now, a lot of these banks around here with ATMs do not accept international cards. So about 10 o'clock last night, I was running around various banks' ATMs trying to get money out so I could pay cash for a new bus ticket and a hostel. Oh, it was actually quite entertaining for me just to go from bank to bank, but I found one. And by about 10:30, back at the bus station, pay for a new ticket, 56,000 pesos, and then pay for the hostel coming back. So by the time I got to bed, it was about 11:15, and I was lucky enough that I got the same bed as I did for the last 4 nights. And all this morning I've had various people within the hostel reminding me that my bus is at 8 o'clock tonight and not 10 o'clock. Good bunch of people. In fact, one of them is actually on my bus tonight, and he's already said, I will make sure you get on the bus. I know, I'm an idiot. Oh, let's go towards the beach, because it is a really nice day today. Yesterday was a bit cloudy, so people are always telling me that I should slow down, not travel as fast. And the cost of the 2 buses, one I've never got on, has come to about roughly 142,000 pesos, which works out about £73. And on my £25 a day budget, that's not good. But I have got emergency funds, so I'm not panicking, I'm chilled. It's one of them things that does happen. And in the last 11 years of travelling, off and on, this is the first bus I've actually missed. And I've seen so many other people miss buses, so I'm one of them people now. I don't feel bad. But I do realise that my emergency pot of gold is getting smaller, which I think means I just need to pull back on a few days of eating cheaper food. So it's no big deal, just one of them things. But it just does prove that when you do watch travel vloggers going around the world in amazing cities, saying it's amazing to be here, and the hotel that they're staying is amazing, and the weather there is amazing, it's not always like that. You do get days where you go, oops. This is real life travel. And I'm now at the waterfront. I mean, look at that blue sky. The sea looks inviting. I know one of the guys from the hostel, French guy, said he's going to go for a swim, so he's probably out there already. So what do I do on a day like this when I'm not forced to stay here? Well, I am, but how can I enjoy myself? Well, I've decided that I'm going to go for a run. Not just my usual 5 kilometers. I'm going to go a little bit further. Why not? I've got the time. It's about 21 degrees today, so it's perfect. Last time I went running that way. Today let's do 7 kilometers. And I'm not doing this video for sympathy, it's just one of them things. I've accepted it, I'm moving on, and I'm right outside a supermarket now, so I can get some food. I'm gonna have some lunch and then get some extra bits for my dinner tonight before I get on my bus at 8 o'clock. I know. And I could have put a little post up on my community thing to say no video tonight, missed the bus, but I would have had so many questions. I thought it'd be easier just to do a video and to get out the hostel and have a little walk around. But if you enjoyed this video of me saying I'm an idiot, then all you got to do is press that like button. The bus journey at 8 o'clock will be the next video as I get to Esquel and then on to Trevelin. 2 buses, can't mess that one up. But if you want to see that, then press subscribe. But until the next time, I'm off to do some shopping. Bye bye for now.